Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to discuss on some interesting updates. We start with the Getafe manager, Javier Bordelas, as he has fired shots again at Xavi, saying that any Barca star earns more than all our players. Of course, this comes after the heated game against Getafe, where Xavi lashed out at the Spanish referees and Getafe. We are going to discuss what Bordelas had to say about Xavi as we move ahead. Then, secondly, in this episode, talking about new sporting director Deco, as he recently said, we have a spectacular squad after his official appointment as the new sporting director. So, guys, as we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. FC Barcelona started the new season with a goalless draw with Getafe, which was quite a disappointing result for the defending champions. Shortly after that match, Xavi Hernandez was quick to point out the inconsistent refereeing while also taking a swipe at Getafe's style of play. So let's talk about Jose Bordelas replying to Xavi. Getafe manager Jose Bordelas has recently hit out at Xavi for his comments on the team's style of play after the game. He said, I don't understand the criticism towards my style. We cannot play face to face against Barca. Any Barca star earns more than all the Getafe players combined, Bordelas said. It appears the Getafe coach is particularly upset with Xavi's comments regarding the number of fouls that were made against Barca in that match. Nevertheless, the Spaniard continued his swipe on the Barca coach. He said, if Xavi were Getafe's coach, I'm sure he wouldn't play with the same style that he plays at Barca. I don't agree with what Xavi said after the game. He went on to question the media for covering Barcelona's dismal performance in the match as the Catalans struggled to find the back of the net. He said, how strange that the media did not talk about Barca's performance against us. They only talk about things that had nothing to do with what happened on the pitch, he said. Barcelona indeed had a poor game on the night, struggling to create enough goal scoring opportunities. The Blaugrana will look to avoid a similar outing when they take on Cadiz on Sunday in what will be their first home game at the Estadio Olympic. Xavi, in particular, will look to add more creativity to that team, though the Barca coach will not be present on the touchline due to the suspension he received in the last match. Of course, here we are again, still talking about the game on Sunday, as this new report talking about Bordelas, the coach of Getafe, lashing out about what Xavi said after the game. A very frustrating game it was, and yes, it's true that were not. Barca had a lot of issues, right? Like the referee was inconsistent. There are a lot of things. In fact, the match was so eventful. It was a nil-nil draw, but things that happened there, it was like the match was so entertaining. But nonetheless, I think Javi complains too much. That's the problem. Because overall, as I've said before, we did not play well. We didn't play well. The performance was not there. So it's not all about bringing up the excuses. We never had a great game. And I do understand that yes, it's quite frustrating when you are the defending champion coming up to start the new season, trying to defend your league title and given that kind of dismal performance the other day we saw, I think it was really terrible. And yes, Getafe played a very terrible game. That's how they have always been. So why should for me it was nothing strange. But Javi being the coach or the good coach he claimed he is, I think we could have still won the game no matter what. We could have won that game. So Bodelas is very disappointed and really lashing out at Javi, replying to Javi's words because Javi was so. In fact, I've never seen Javi so angry like that after a game. We saw Javi just came out talking to the media saying La Liga is a very bad product, where they are selling terrible stuffs out there. La Liga this, La Liga that, referees are too biased, and stuff like that. And of course, it was a very heated game. Things did not just go well in our favor because we did not even create chances. Lewandowski was there majority of the time idle. Creativity was lacking. It was lacking. Goal scoring opportunities were very, very lacking. And that is why it was so difficult for us to win that game. It was so difficult. We need to improve. We play against Cadiz next on Sunday. And if Barca don't do something, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be very, very complicated. And we just have to see because honestly, it's not like we are going into this new season hoping that we are better than last season. We're not going to get worse, right? Because yes, last season we won La Liga, even though the performances majority of the time was not the best. But Barca fans are hoping that things will get better in performance and in result. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and see how the upcoming games will look like for Barcelona. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. Speaking to the club media after his official appointment as new sporting director of FC Barcelona, Deco has claimed that they have a spectacular squad in place. Deco was confirmed as the sporting director at Barca earlier yesterday, even though he had already been performing his duties all throughout the summer. And the former midfielder believed that the club already have a great squad in place which can achieve success in the years to come, he said. We have a spectacular squad with young players. We have a future and we have a present. Last year, we won the league and we have to continue on this same path and keep working. The 45-year-old spent considerable time at the Catalan club as a player and expressed his delight at returning to the team. He said, "Coming back to this club is something beautiful for me. As a child, I dreamt of playing here and I fulfilled my dream by being here as a player. I have been part of the club's history and now I am returning with an important role, which is the sporting director. Looking forward to each role and the responsibilities that come with it." The Portuguese said, "I know the size of this club and the work involved, but I am happy with the president's project from the beginning. I have been helping a lot from the outside and now I will do it officially on a day-to-day basis, and that's why I'm happy. Barca is a club that always generates work." Along with the former Portuguese international's appointment, Barcelona also confirmed that Matteo Alemany will be leaving the club once the transfer window closes on September 2nd. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.